Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale, up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, August 25th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 94. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap the LSU scrimmage over the weekend and put a button on Saints preseason. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Oh!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! 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 Yo, let's go. Welcome in, OTB. Not any Monday morning, but game week.
Game week.
Finally, my God. Now, we did have week 0. We actually had a really good game. We'll get there. But it is game week for your LSU Tigers. They get ready to take on the Clemson Tigers in Memorial Stadium coming up this Saturday. Cannot wait, but we'll get to all of that. We got Flynn, Moose, and Tay-Tay all here with you today on this Monday morning. Fellas, how we living? How we doing?
Oh, man, we are doing great. I'm excited. Like I woke up 5 minutes before my alarm was scheduled to go off, so you know it's going to be a good day. I got the internal clock going. It's game week. Usually I feel like if you wake up a little bit before.
I wake up and I'm like, set the alarm. If you set it for 5:30 and you wake up and it's 5:26, you're like, ugh.
Could have used that extra 4.
Could have used that 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt good this morning. Put on my LSU shirt. Signify that it's game week. Okay. I had to let the people know. With my shirt.
Otherwise, there's no way they would have known it was game week.
That's right.
I haven't been counting that down.
Nope, not at all. They needed my shirt to remind them. I walked out to my car this morning. It wasn't humid, which is nice. I don't know if that's just a sign of the times, or if that's a sign of fall coming. Taylor gave me a weather report for Wednesday. Got a high of 89, low of 69. It's feeling good. I know that's going to change, though. I know it's just a couple days snap there, but look. I'm excited. We had some good football this weekend. Looking forward to the build-up.
Moose, how we doing? Nothing like starting your week getting up at, God knows what time.
That's what I said, man. I came into the group chat like we need somebody to do OTB on Monday. I was like, I'm your guy. It's game week. Let's go. I mean, we're here. Took forever. We can actually talk about the game now and not,
true.
Oh, man. How's the defense going to look?
Yeah, there was that 1 week where Nuss had his leg amputated.
Oh, yes. And, I heard maybe a few fingers and everything else as well. So we're here. Game week. I actually have a little bit of energy. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. How
many milligrams of caffeine are you right now?
0.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
He doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
You don't have kids yet.
Oh.
I don't like the taste of it.
Well, you don't have to have kids to drink coffee.
Yeah, but when you do have them, you better find some beans.
Dude, good for you, though.
Feeling good, though, man.
Moose did this show for a long time.
I
know. Well,
at least a year, all in told. At least a year.
When I started, you were the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You lived every morning.
Your energy is impressive.
Hey, we had fun.
No, we had a great time. Moose is not a morning person.
I'm not.
It's kind of like you.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person.
No, that's why I said there's energy now.
Morning job.
Like we'll see how long this lasts. We would probably come about 8:30 and I'd be like, all right.
That's okay. Hey, if you give us to 8:30, anything else after that's lagniappe.
Lagniappe, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Sometimes you got to just push your body to do things you don't. I'm kind of like David Goggins, you know.
I've always said that.
Yeah, I know you have. You just got to push. You got to do things you don't like to do to make yourself tougher. Mm-hmm. So that's what Moose and I are doing today.
How bad do you want it, and what are you willing to give up to get there?
Yep, basically.
Now,
I equal David Goggins.
Exactly. Now, somebody that never, ever, ever has low energy. Tate, how you doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. Busy but fun weekend. Guys, we completed the fantasy draft yesterday, so nobody worry.
All right.
It's
Well done.
done.
All right. Very good.
Well done.
But I do have a bit of bad news.
Oh, boy.
Eric Dickerson.
You lost to Beanville last night?
Eric Dickerson was right.
No.
Before the fantasy draft started, I got an email from the commissioners, and it said you can't draft Shedeur Sanders. So, guy went undrafted. Eric Dickerson actually nailed it. So, I know.
He went undrafted?
Yeah.
That's
Did he?
Too bad. You could probably catch him on the waiver wire.
Week 3 coming.
Who is starting for the Browns?
Joe Flacco.
Joe?
He was announced week ago, last week.
Say Joe.
Say Joe. Let's
Boy.
go.
Class of
Holding it down for that
2008 NFL
2008
draft.
class.
Is he the only one left from our draft class? He has to be.
I got to feel like Josh Johnson's out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, true.
He's
Big
out there
true.
somewhere.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was in Green Bay.
Romo.
What?
There's a guy.
I don't know. No, we had a guy in Green Bay my rookie year. His name was J.J. Jansen, and he was a deep snapper.
J.J. Jansen.
He was a pretty good deep snapper. But anyway, he was in training camp, and he tore his ACL in training camp.
He's our year.
This is our year, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
was a rookie in 2008. And so he's sitting there, and he's like one of these guys that we all knew. He was on. He got cut because he hurt himself.
He got paid for it.
And then he got picked up later in the year. The Panthers picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there watching the Panthers preseason game, and on punt team, I see the last name J. Jansen. Guy's still playing, deep snapping
Right now?
Currently deep snapping for the Carolina Panthers, and I think he's been with the Carolina Panthers since 2008 after he got released.
All right.
So if you're looking to get in the NFL,
no kidding,
deep snap.
How does one learn that skill?
I think you're just born with it.
Do you have to be able to throw the ball to do it?
You have to be a pretty good thrower. Yeah,
Okay.
you got to be like talent. You got to have to get good hand talent.
I'm out.
I used to
I
practice.
can't make a comeback.
I deep snapped a little bit in high school.
Well, you got to do something extra when you're honorable mention all district in a 4-team district.
First team, second team, honorable mention. I'm the only one of all those people that has any honor. If you think about it.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. Everybody else, no honor.
It's really the one you want. Really the award you want. Think about how bad that fourth guy felt.
Now, that is the real question.
What's he doing?
So everybody got something but me? What's going on here? All right, some of the big news coming out of LSU, but let's go ahead as we prepare to give you that news and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, as we get this show started, I want to tell you about our friends over at GoFlow IV Spa, GoFlowIV.com. You know, it is right on Jefferson near Bocage. You see the number there, 225-953-8150. Go ahead and give them a call. Look, do not get fooled by the scoonch of fall that we're going to have this week. It is still hot. It is still humid, and you need to be hydrated. Or if you're just, you had a really good Saturday night watching the Tigers play in Memorial Stadium, and maybe you need to get your day jump-started on Sunday, you can go see them for that as well.
Yeah, go see them. They are right there on Jefferson Highway. And if you've ever thought of it, you've heard of the IV treatments, you've seen it on whatever it is, on social media, TV, whatever it is, go give it a try. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to get your account set up, to get an IV. You're talking about staying hydrated. You're talking about getting all the alphabet vitamins, A, B, C, D, whatever it is. You can feel better. IV, hydrated, get vitamized. Go see them. GoFlowIV.com.
All right, so, look, we're going to break down the game, and we'll continue to look at position battles, and we'll take a look at the Clemson Tigers throughout the week. But some of the big news coming out of LSU, Garrett Nussmeier is going to wear number 18. It is the first time that a quarterback will wear number 18 since Flynn's teammate Matt Mock in 2003. Actually, Matt Mock is going to join us today at 9:30, so looking forward to catching up with Mock. And cool video LSU put out there with Matt Mock and Nussmeier FaceTiming each other. It is wild to think it's been that long since a quarterback has won it. But it kind of tells you exactly, who Garrett Nussmeier is. And he was, an obvious choice. But, you're never quite sure. Like, numbers are a big deal. So you're never quite sure, like, is someone going to change their number? Look, he wore 13. Now, he wore 5 when he first got here, but 13 is his number. Look, I wore 13 my whole life before I got to LSU. So I understand it, right? I wore it for Dan the Man Marino. I don't think he probably wore it. Different generation. I don't think he probably wore it.
He let us know about
He let us know how old we are. But, he accepted the number. That is not taken lightly. And so added him to the group chat last night. And, everybody was fired up for him, sending him messages last night. And Nuss had a great response as nobody's surprised by that. But very excited for him to be in the number. It is something that all of us are very prideful about. I know it means the world to us, means the world to our families, to be able to be a part of that brotherhood. And to have Nussmeier wearing it, it's great. It's incredible. It's somebody that certainly deserves it. The guy sitting to my left kind of has a very similar story of could have gone a lot of different places, could have played for a lot of football teams while he was waiting for his turn. Didn't do that, stayed, worked hard, and when it was his turn, certainly made the most of it. And so I can appreciate the way he goes about his business, kind of his story, his path, the entire deal. He gets his opportunity, goes out, throws for 4,000 plus yards, second most in LSU history, and now he's going to wear number 18 as obviously a permanent team captain for this team. So fired up for Nuss.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Nuss has been a big storyline all last year, all through the offseason, the lead up, the build up to this season. And we are going to talk a lot about him each and every day, each and every week, about his play on the field. But I think this day, and kind of coming on the heels of that announcement, we get to talk about like him as a person and as a leader of a team. And he is when I see people throughout the country who are fans of different teams and like, hey, tell me about the Tigers, tell me about the LSU football team leading up. I always lead with him, and I tell them, people that don't know a lot about the LSU team this year. I tell them, like, look, if you just love college football, if you love the spirit of college football, Garrett Nussmeier is one of those guys. Like, anywhere in the country, any fan base you are, is a guy that you can cheer for. Because in a world that we live in now of college football, where people take the payday, people transfer, they want instant gratification. People are not patient. People don't always like to do the right thing. Like, sometimes going to a different place is the right thing to do for that situation. But like, in that world, you have a guy that had an old school mindset, had a patient mindset, did things, for him the exact right way, even though he did not get that instant gratification. He's sitting there probably thinking that he has a chance to be a starter, and okay, they bring in the Jaden Daniels. All right, that's what's the easy button at that point? Yeah, let's go play somewhere.
Exactly.
I could go play at Auburn. I could go play anywhere. But no, I'm going to sit here, and maybe I don't think I'm ready. Maybe I do think I'm ready, but this is the place for me. I just love the purple and gold. Like I look back on I couldn't, when I was here, I couldn't envision myself putting on another uniform. I didn't want to do it. Like, I made a commitment. Yeah. I loved it. I bled it. And I couldn't envision myself with anything, with another helmet on. And maybe and I know Garrett has that in him, but like, in a world, I said, man, if nothing else, you don't have to cheer for the team. I know you're a Texas fan or a Wisconsin fan, whatever it is. Cheer for the person, because that is what embodies what is good about college football. And a person that is like, it's a little bit of a unicorn right now, because it doesn't happen. Like, this doesn't happen. A guy waits his turn. So, that is embodied with this decision. And, of course, I like to give Jacob a hard time about the 18. It doesn't mean blah, blah, blah. Like, I kind of like –
Do you?
I like to make fun of the 18, whatever. But, I mean, it does embody character, personality, what you mean to a team. And, of course, they did that with a permanent team captain.
Award,
which is a big deal, too. Which is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And just proud of who Nussmeier is for this team, proud of what he's done, the patience he's shown, proud of the team, and looking forward and excited to see how his leadership is going to. The only question I have on this whole situation is which number are they going to retire after he wins the Heisman this year?
Oh, there you go.
That's the real question.
13.
13. They go back to it?
I don't know. It's actually funny. Like as soon as my next point was going.
What if Burrow would have worn 18? What do they do?
Yeah, can they just go ahead and retire 9? Just go ahead and put that.
Just do it.
Well, it's funny. My next point was going to be 18 will never be up at the top of the stadium.
No.
And a lot of players that wear it, look, we contribute to our teams, and there's certainly guys like Tre'Davious White that were All-American caliber players, and there's been really, really, really good players.
But it's not about always the best, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is maybe, truly, honestly, if we're being honest with ourselves, the first time that the best player on the team has ever worn number 18. But I only say that to bring up the point of everything that Flynn just said. You've got everything that you're supposed to have to wear number 18, right? A guy that on and off the field, you don't have to worry about him. He's going to do the right things. He's going to be a leader. When there's a situation when you should go right way or wrong way, he's always going to go the right way. So oftentimes you get a player that obviously contributes to the team, but it's not the best player on the team. This might be the first time that it's the best player on the team because he is both these things. He is the guy that's going to do the right things on and off the field. You don't have to worry about NFL scouts come in. They know he wore 18. Okay, cool, check mark. We don't have to worry about it. But he's also the best player on the team.
He's also got to
so it just tells you
step on your throat in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. So he tells you kind of his DNA and who we're talking about here. So that's what fires me up. It's very, very cool that it's on a quarterback. Literally kind of the first time ever. Like Matt gave it to me, and that was the first time, and a quarterback's never worn it again. So the fact that a quarterback, the best player on the team, but also the guy that embodies everything that means to wear 18 at LSU, I think that speaks so highly and speaks so loudly for Garrett Nussmeier.
It absolutely does. We know it, and we can sit here and just kind of talk in circles about what he means and what he's done. But the fact of the matter is he's done something that not many people do right now, and that is wait his turn and then take advantage of that turn. So in all the preseason accolades, he's deserved it all. He gets it all. Now it is game week time, and now it's time to go and face off with Mr. Cade Klubnik rocking the number 18 on his chest.
This might be the last time we ever.
Not as cool as 15 still, but it's all right.
I know you had to get that in. Hey, look, 15 is not that much different than 18. It's just 2 lines.
It's better looking. It looks better.
You just close it. You just close the roads there, Bo.
Objectively looks better. Sexier.
Again, it's kind of the same number. 13, 15, and 18, very, very similar.
So is there any good hot goss in the group text? In the 18 group chat?
Wouldn't you like to know, bud?
I would.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Because I'd like to make fun of y'all.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I want to know. I can only imagine how just cringe that group text is. Hey, man, welcome to the club. You really deserve it. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. I'm going to try to live up to it, blah, blah, blah. Proud of you.
How'd the 15 group text pop off last night?
It was popping. It's like 3 of us.
It was you, Miles Brennan.
Yeah, it was like 3 of us.
Who else?
I'm so proud of you, dude. It's awesome. There's probably nothing cool said.
You don't know.
You'll never know. Nothing funny, nothing creative, nothing cool said. It was just all cheesy and gushy. There's no doubt in my mind.
The best part, though, is you'll never know.
You keep saying it, but I'm right.
No.
There is nothing good said.
What did y'all talk about last night, you and Miles?
Is there anything that was NSFW?
No, 18s wouldn't do that, Flynn.
Yeah, that's right.
Would not do that. So
never been a curse word said in that group text.
Congratulations to Garrett Nussmeier. All Flynnisms aside, truly though, super proud of him. Glad to invite him into the group text last night that Flynn wishes he's a part of.
Welcome, man.
And truly though, truly, very excited for him. And again, I know numbers are important. I know that is something that certainly when you are an All-American candidate and you are, somebody that's potentially, Heisman frontrunner to change your number, that is not taken lightly by anybody. So glad that he accepted the challenge, and glad to see those 3 permanent team captains with Nuss, Perk, and Witt. I think that's 3 really good guys that are going to lead LSU to a big season.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And they all need to watch Varsity Blues.
Because we know they haven't.
Because none of them have seen it.
You think Witt followed up on his promise to watch it?
No.
No, he didn't. Liar.
Maybe he did. Probably not.
Take it back then.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB. Like we said, Matt Mock is going to join us at 9:30. Of course, Devin Snow, we're going to move him up from 9:15 to 9. We got weekend winners. We got a lot coming your way. We also got to give you, what are we, number 5, Tay, or 6 on our top 25?
We're at 6.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we're doing 1 and 2 on Friday. All right, so we've got that coming up for you as well. More OTB on the other side.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. That is the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. It is throughout the state of Louisiana. They can help you out. You go to the website. You can have a chat right there with a live agent on the homepage. You can see cases they can handle for you, past client results. All that is right there at getgordon.com. When we say throughout the state of Louisiana, we mean it. Top to bottom and everywhere in between. It is your area code in places like random Louisiana City Moose.
Bunky.
Yes, Bunky. Taylor, you got to give us another one.
Holden
and Bunky. Your area code followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Yeah, look, whether it's a car accident, whether you've been hurt on the job, whatever, if you have been injured, man, it's not your fault. Like, go and call Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Let them fight for you. Let them help you. Let them help you get what you deserve. Go see their website or give them a call, 888-8888. Go to getgordon.com.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
See, I can still see myself.
I'm about to run through a wall.
On a bus right now, pulling up to Victory Hill. Me and Brett Helm sharing an earphone, okay, because we didn't have a splitter. We were balling on a budget. So we each shared a little earbud, listening to this song, getting ready to walk down the hill.
Yep.
And beat up on somebody.
Told you from my entire, since I think my freshman or sophomore year of college, this was the last song I listened to before every single game I played in until I retired. So I had to get like hyped, but I couldn't get too hyped. But
it's a good slow build up to getting your mind right.
Yeah, I told you, like, I couldn't listen to the hardcore stuff like the defensive people would do. Because like I did that in high school one time and I overthrew like my first 5 passes of the game. I was a little too hyped. So this one was perfect. Man, right now it's just stirring up all sorts of emotions on me.
All right, so I want to ask you as a
ready to read a defense right now.
As a quarterback. So like I am a known meathead. I used to love going on the road and playing against a big time opponent. Now you look, you love home games, but for an offensive player like here, when we're on the field, the fans know, hey, we don't cheer, right? Offense has got to be out there and communicate. Now on the road, it's like you can't hear yourself think a little bit. And when you're a young player, it's awful. It's terrible. It's like, oh my gosh, I barely know the plays. I really don't even know them. I'm just kind of memorizing the plays right now. And if you check to something and I don't hear it, I don't know based off the look what you're checking to. Later on in my life, I will. I don't right now. But then once you get to that point and you do become a veteran player, there is nothing better to me then when you go to someone else's stadium and then you make the play that puts the game away, sometimes that can be in the beginning of the fourth quarter, sometimes it can be in the third quarter, sometimes it's the very last play that you get. And then when it's so loud and then you make the play and then you can hear a pin drop in their stadium, like that is so hard to replicate that feeling because everybody's just screaming everything they possibly can to get you off your game. And then you make the play and then it's just dead silent.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the best feelings in the entire world is shutting up 100,000 people in their stadium. And I was thinking about, like, as a quarterback, like you in the center, you're the only person that like touches the ball every play. So like you're the most impactful person on the field. And it's like I'm sitting here and I am controlling 100,000 people in the palm of my hand right now. Like basically,
no doubt.
They either going to cheer against me, they're going to cheer for me, they're going to shut up.
Yep.
And it was one of the best feelings in the world when you could shut up that many people.
2005 at Alabama, 2006 at Tennessee, 2007. I'm trying to think of our road games. Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. That one.
That was probably the rowdiest away game.
Yeah, Tennessee's crowd's a little bit different. It's a lot of people.
Yeah,
but it's a different feel. 2007, Chad Jones, when he made that play, it definitely went quiet, and then we scored a touchdown, game over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what LSU is going to be looking to do coming up this Saturday. It's whatever Memorial Stadium's peak is, whatever it's always been, it is going to go up another notch. Like, I guarantee you that it's the most fans that ever go to a game. You know how that is. Like, it's like, wait a minute, how can you beat that? You have a capacity.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to standing room only. They'll bring in some bleachers. They'll do, like, something will happen.
Yep.
It will be the biggest crowd in that stadium's history. You are going to be going against a crowd, first game of the year, all the energy you can possibly imagine. They remember you beat them in 2019 for a national championship. There's the whole Death Valley debate.
I can imagine how much Death Valley propaganda is going on in Clemson, South Carolina this week. How much they're talking to their fans. Like, let's show them. Let's show them. Like,
sure.
This is going to be the loudest. I would say this is probably going to be the loudest Clemson Stadium has ever been.
I agree.
And it probably is not even going to be close.
Yeah.
Like, because you got the preseason build up to it. Everybody's just ready to pop right now. And then you got the whole Death Valley situation. Like, you got everything that you just laid out. So LSU, from a mental standpoint, when you go into a situation like that, you got to go in with a mindset of counterpunch.
Yeah.
Got to be a counterpuncher here. Like, there is going to be this moment on every big game as an offense where you have to withstand a blow from the defense because they're going to come out. They're going to come out swinging. Like, defense is the side of the ball where you can just let your hair down, light it on fire, and, like, play as fast as you can. And you don't even, like, there's positions out there like defensive end, defensive tackle. Like, they can just play as fast as they can. And they're going to have so much adrenaline. So you have to withstand that blow. And you have to kind of like a heavyweight fight, like fighting somebody like that's bigger than you. Got to use their momentum against you. But, like, on offense, we always would talk about withstand the blow, counterpunch them.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to go out there on the first drive and try to punch them.
Right.
Because you just it's the way, like, you have to know on offense, and that's like the key of a really good play caller is knowing when to punch.
Right.
Knowing when to punch, knowing when to block, and then knowing when to throw a haymaker. And usually in those types of games, you're hitting your screens, you're hitting your quick passes, your little misdirection, try to pop off a nice little 3-4 yard run early on. Like, those are the things. Get the ball out of your quarterback's hand, get a ball into playmaker's hands, get somebody out in space a little bit. And then once play 4, 5, 6 of that first drive, then things start to settle down a little bit.
Right.
But you have to withstand. You got to be a counterpuncher.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. That's really, honestly, at every level of football. But certainly when you're going on the road like that and you are facing a crowd that's going to be, again, whatever its peak is, it is going to be exceeded. As a quarterback, though, do you do anything different? Like what is different when you're going into a situation like that, when everybody in that stadium wants you to do poorly and they're going to be as loud as they can? What are some of the biggest challenges for you? Now, new offensive line, all right? You're going to have It might be 5 new, right, at times, if Chester's not in there. But it's certainly going to be 4 new offensive linemen. First time that they'll work on crowd noise this week. That, like, if you drive by the facility today and you're on Nicholson, you'll hear the crowd noise. Like, it's going to be that loud. But that's only in practice. That's as best as you can simulate it, obviously. But as a quarterback, what are some of the things that you know are going to be a challenge that you try to handle in this situation?
The communication is the number one thing. So especially with the new offensive line, making sure you over-communicate the calls. So there's sometimes when you get in a situation where it's so loud and if you have to make an adjustment to either the snap count, protection adjustment, a mic adjustment, whatever it is, like there's sometimes where you'd be in a game or a practice where a lot of crowd noise and you have to tell each one individually. Like you got to walk up and down the line. It's walking down the line and tell like left tackle, guard, center, right guard, right tackle. You got to tell everybody. And you have to learn how to over communicate because a lot of times like a young quarterback, you get into a new situation with that much energy. Things are really fast for you. You're a little bit like you got adrenaline pumping. Things are a little bit panicky. You got to be able to slow everything down. And sometimes it's like, all right, I'm making a call and I tell the right side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I got to get back and I got to say the snap count. Oh, there's only 7 seconds on the play clock. Like there's time.
Right.
Take a breath, relax. You got to tell everybody because that happens a lot. Like when there's crowd noise, half the line gets the call, half doesn't. So you have to make sure that everybody's on the same page. That's the big thing. It's just communication. How do we communicate in that type of crowd noise? Because the play, like the gameplay is not, you're going to have a first 15.
Yeah.
You're going to rep those first 15 a billion times this week. You're going to know the play. You're going to know your reads. You're going to know how to execute it. Now you just got to look for things that you're not prepared for.
Right.
Like, all right, we think based on their tendencies last year that week 1 they're going to be in this defense. This is the percentage they're going to do. They're going to be cover 1, single high safety, 63%, whatever that is.
Yep.
You have to look for change-ups to that because week 1 you don't really know. Like you think you got an idea, but they could be
they got
working
something
on
you're not ready for.
New package.
Everybody in the country,
does.
yeah.
So really, it's the communication. Then as a quarterback in a big game, I always like to get hit early.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sacked, but like I wanted to like take some contact because like as soon as that happens, it's like, all right, I'm in a football game now.
Yeah.
This is 11 on 11, and once you get into the game, once you get a little completion, once you get hit a little bit as a quarterback, it doesn't matter who's in the crowd. Like you forget all that stuff. Like the build up to the game is the worst part. The beginning of the game is the part where you're thinking about everything else around you.
Yeah.
But once the game starts and you start getting into a rhythm with like a little completion, with getting hit, it's like, man, all I see is inside these white lines right now.
Yeah.
The crowd noise stinks, but like I don't look at the crowd.
No. I always say you put up like these blackout curtains. If you're doing it right, you hear it. Not gonna act like you don't, but as far as like seeing it and even like, feeling it, like the noise is the one thing you can't get rid of. But if you're doing it right, you do create these blackout curtain. It is only going to be the field, like the sidelines. Like I'm not even paying attention to that right now. But
you do.
Some can get that done. Some can't.
And it's not like you're not like cognitively doing that. You're not focusing.
Right.
Like, block it out. No, dude, you're mad at the other team.
Yeah.
You're just trying to beat them.
Yep. All right, we'll continue to break it down. How's LSU going to beat the Clemson Tigers? And it might be the last matchup we see for a very long time, a top 10 matchup that features 2 quarterbacks that signed with said school out of high school. Think about that. Think about the last time we've actually had one of those. It has been a long time. It probably will be. As far as like not freshmen, young players, 2 veteran players, 2 guys that have been there for 4 years that are going to be
the TV copy was a lot grainier. I know that.
A lot grainier most of the time when we saw that. All right, more OTB when we come back here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for Pelican Roofing. And if you are looking for a quote right now, how about an instant roof quote? You go to the homepage, top right corner. You type in your address at your home, at your business, and it gives you a great idea of what that roof is going to cost you. Now, speaking of cost, always remember, you go to pelicanroof.com. Right there on the homepage, it has financing options. So you click on that. Give you all that information there. You can fill it out right there on the website. Go to the website today. That is pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana. Offices in Lafayette, Baton Rouge. That means you get your project taken care of and a ton of attention. They will actually dedicate one project manager to your job and your job only, whether it's industrial, residential, roof repair, roof replacement, roof coating, and whatever it is, they can handle the job. And Jake just talked about the finance, and it's a big decision. So go see how they can help you with the finance. PelicanRoof.com.
But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. I want to remind you about our friends over at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Go to yourgoodwood.com. When you go to the website, find a full list of services. You can check out pricing options right there on the homepage as well. But we always tell you, book that consultation, because if you've got an issue, well, you can't get it fixed unless you go talk with Goodwood, right? Mm-hmm. Because why would you continue to have a problem when there's a solution? That solution is at yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, man, as we age, there's literally no reason to settle for mediocrity. Give them a call, book that consultation, see how they can help you with any issues that come with age. Man, go check them out. Go see their list of services right there on yourgoodwood.com.
All right, continuing.
That's a good song, by the way.
It
was kind of sad not to hear it. The whole thing.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean,
that was the second to last song I would always listen to.
You had an order, huh?
I had an order. Sure did.
I like to go through a wave of emotions, like slow build up, the build up, and then kind of a little woosah moment before I went out.
I like it. I mean, did you have a list? Did you have an order?
The song in the middle changed, but Shadow of the Sun to start it, and then something very slow.
You don't have that still playing, do you, Musa? Oh, yeah.
Still had it pulled up, just not playing.
Oh,
yeah.
I get it. It's a remake. It's Limp Bizkit. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't going to say anything.
It's a little bit like you had to get a little bit more juice to it for a pregame. Walking into Alabama. Playing Florida, you couldn't listen to the Who. Had to be a Limp Bizkit. Feel that? Y'all feel that? Anybody else?
Feel it. I feel it.
You feeling it?
I feel
You ready
something.
Yep. Ready to hit somebody in the face? I wasn't. I was a quarterback. I was ready to throw a pass, read a defense.
Well,
hey, check with me's. Alert, alert. Y'all hit people in the face.
All right.
Now watch this
Mr.
pass.
Quarterback, sir. Now watch this pass. All right, you're facing a Clemson defensive line that's got 2 All-Americans. Pretty good.
Yeah,
they've got 2 first-team all-conference type players at linebacker and corner. But more importantly, the defensive line. 2 All-Americans. 1 inside, 1 outside. If you have a new offensive line, you're on the road playing against, again, 2 guys that are going to be first-round picks in Pittsburgh next year for the NFL draft. What is your game plan looking like in that first 15 that we talk about?
Ooh, the first 15. All right, so I'm gonna get the ball in the hands of my playmakers fast. We're gonna get in gun. We're probably gonna do a little play action fake, a little quick play action fake with an RPO, like a slot receiver into the flat route, get the ball out quick, blocking with the outside receiver, something like that. I don't want to do many outside zones or outside runs. I want to probably keep it inside the tackle box because it's game 1 with new offensive linemen. You want to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
And early in seasons, there's so many holding penalties, especially when you start getting outside the box. So stay inside the tackle box because what you can't do, like when you what you said, the start of the emotions of a game, you got 2 All-American defensive tackles, good linebacker. You want to stay on schedule. You don't want to be in a 2nd and 17 situation. You don't want to be on a 1st and 20 situation. Like, you want to stay on schedule because when you're on schedule, they have to think. Those guys have to think. They can't just go straight line.
Right.
They have to be able to, all right, is it going to be a run? Is it going to be a pass? Is it going to be a play action? Is it going to be a screen? Is it going to be a 2-count screen? Is it like what? Like, there's so many options. They can't just play straight line, line up with their head down, and go. So you got to be on schedule. So I'm avoiding those types of deals. I'm avoiding a big loss on a sack early on. So if I am going to take a shot, it's going to be a run, play action, fake type situation on a normal down and distance. And then, of course, if you're getting a 3rd and long situation, then that kind of takes all the skill and preparation off the play calling. At that point, then it's just like, all right, we got to go execute. We know it's going to be some sort of exotic front, exotic pressure. Now we just got to rely on Garrett Nussmeier's experience and our good receiving core. But on our normal D&D, I look for quick passes. I would look for probably some sort of quick screens, play action fake with a safe outlet throw, something like that. But yeah, like my initial thing would be, let's not do any exotic sort of get on the edge and beat them to the edge type of runs, because we saw it this past weekend. So many holding calls, and refs are going to have a quick. I mean, it's their first week too. Yeah, so they're going to have a little bit faster trigger for
the Farmageddon game, for sure. So, like, as far as the run game, right, just be diverse in your run game. And then, like, for me, in the way that I always kind of view it, when you're, if I'm going against Glenn Dorsey, right, like, I'm not going to run right at Glenn Dorsey. Now, I can run to his side. That's why I love, like, we talked about the other day, like, hey, let's get in pistol a little bit. If we're going to run zone, we can run inside and outside zone. But let's get them moving. Because, like you said, I don't want them going north and south. I want those first-round defensive linemen going east and west. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I have a zone, let me open step, crossover, get the ball, stretch, and then boom, because they over-pursue. Because, look, when you are a first-round NFL defensive lineman, you want to splash. You want to make plays. So when you see the ball going there, you want to say, hey, I'm fast, I'm quick, I want to get to that point. And then you over-pursue. And that's why I love a good zone run out of pistol, out of the old I formation, which, look, I know they're not going to run a ton of. But because that backside was always there. Because early in the game, early in the season, when you're a marquee player, you over-pursue, you're trying to make the play. And then if you've got a running back that can read it, boom, that backside cut is right there at 17 yards. Yep. Right? And so, like, I want to see some diversity in the run game where you give the running back the option. Because if you're running inside zone out of gun, we showed it the other day, you don't have as many options. You don't get going either. So, like, you're not stretching the defense like we're talking about, because it is so tight, it's so compact right there, because you don't have that ability to bounce it inside and outside like you do. So that's for me. Just get some diversity in the run game, get that really talented defensive line going east and west.
And the looks that you give them, too. I mean, we're going to assume that the majority of our offense is probably going to be 11 personnel, some form of 3 wide.
Yeah, and then it could be, like, technically 12 personnel, but you're really running 11 plays with Trey Dez in there.
Yeah, and I want to see some different formations. I want to see some shifts. I want to see some motions. Make them think a little bit before the snap, because it's defensive guys. They can't think. So make them do something they're uncomfortable with, which is thinking, using their brains, and then throw them some different looks to the run where, like, linebackers, they can't just tee off. Like, throw some different looks with your tight end. Let them lead block, get up into the second level on the play side. Then let them go cut backside end off and let a tackle go up to the second level. Get some different looks to where those linebackers, they have to read through the quarterback and kind of read through the tight end to the running back at that point. So the more movement we can have, the more it kind of gets their eyes moving left to right, gets their bodies moving left to right. Yeah, you just want to avoid them being able to go north-south the entire time.
That is the last thing that you want to do against a dominant defensive line. All right, we'll take a break, continue breaking down LSU and Clemson. Of course, we got New Orleans Saints talk coming your way as well. Stay locked in here to OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. That is the website for Russell Pool Company, 225-924-2527. Right there on the homepage, a lot of different things you can check out. You can check out a gallery of work, because as you'll see, if you're watching this on YouTube, every one of these pools looks completely different And it's whatever you want your dream pool to be, right? We're not just talking about, hey, we're just going to do this oval shape. We're going to do this rectangle. No. They are going to make sure, because look, you've been dreaming of a pool for a long time. And so why would you settle with just mediocre, basic? You don't. And with Russell Pool Company, you can design it to whatever you've always had in your mind, russellpools.com.
Yeah, if you've been thinking about it, if you've been wanting to pull that trigger, like, just give them a call. Start the conversation. 2 landscape architects on staff. They can literally take your concept, what you have in your head, and make it customized. Hey, can I get a hot tub in here? Whatever you want, they can do it. Quality Pools, russellpools.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Taylor, do you know this song?
No. Sorry.
To be fair,
You haven't lived.
To be fair to Tay-Tay, he was not very old when this song was released.
Oh, man, it's fair. How old were you when Elvis was doing this thing?
That's very fair. Actually, great counterpoint.
Thank you.
It's a great counterpoint.
I told you, I'm a counterpuncher.
Who sings this?
Oh, now that's a step too far.
Now you've
Smashing
done
Pumpkins.
Well, I'm
disrespect
just
to the
saying,
room.
like, I know a lot of Elvis songs. I don't know who sings this. So,
Smashing
like,
Pumpkins.
maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe they need to
what
get
the-
on Elvis's level a
This is
little
what
bit.
the punk teenagers do on November 1st. Smashing pumpkins.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I knew what you meant.
You nailed it? Yeah, punks.
I knew what you meant there. We need to find out what song Clemson plays as they run down their hill.
Probably the fight song.
Yeah,
if I had to,
so,
if I had to
yeah.
guess. They're
Probably
kind of lame.
Oh, no, that's
They
probably
storm the
are
field
kinda
after
lame.
every game.
every
Oh man, we just beat South Carolina upstate. Let's run on the field.
South Carolina upstate catching a stray.
Is Dabo going to fall this year?
Dude,
Ooh, I
eventually-
forgot.
That was-
Phil.
That was one of my,
Eventually is going to like really fall.
That was one of
It's gonna be
my.
bad.
I think that might be one of my hot takes. You know, we got to do a big, bold prediction for the year.
Yeah.
That Dabo gets hurt one day. One of these games, running downhill.
All right.
Ain't no guess
What it's going to be.
what it's going to be.
What we're going to do is talk New Orleans Saints when we come back here on OTB.
Off the Bench.
All right, the rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun. College football is back. Think you know the game. Put your knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts with live betting, rivalry week odd boost, and more. DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to own every Saturday. Here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That is Baton Rouge, all one word, for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Physically present in Louisiana select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.